Public Works. DPW finds that there is substantial runoff causing erosion at the lower end of Forest Park, and the problem needs to be addressed. Fortunately, there is an existing storm drain at the site, so the solution would be to install a catch basin directly over the storm drain utilizing DPW labor. Total cost would be $8,500, of which $1,500 is the cost of materials, and the remainder is DPW labor. I respectfully recommend to the City Council that this petition be granted. Councilor Joe Caddy, Chair, Public Works Committee. I'm Lenny Laxo, Commissioner of Public Works. Petition 20915, runoff problem at 68 Highview Street. Petition 20915, request installation of a driveway apron to control stormwater runoff at 68 Highview Street. This problem has been reviewed by the Engineering Division and Streets Division of the Department of Public Works. DPW finds that there is a runoff entering the property from the street, and the problem needs to be addressed. A driveway apron would control the runoff at a cost of $500.
President,
Councilor Caddy.
can we take these three petitions from committee and adopt the commissioner's recommendations?
Can we? Sure we can.
Second.
That was in the form of a motion.
It was.
Okay. Councilors, we have a motion to take 18815, 19515, and 20915 from committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? They are before you.
Move to approve. Second.
As amended?
Yes.
We have a motion and second that 20915, 19515, and 18815 be adopted as amended. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Councilor Caddy. Councilors, we then have a letter from Councilor Barrett in response to our question of independent contractor in hiring.
That be placed on file in the city clerk's office as public document.
Second.
We have a motion and second to place the letter on file in the city clerk's office. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? And lastly, councilors, you have your Pension Reserve Investment Management Board document. Everybody get one of these? Thank you. Move forward to the agenda. Finance Committee oral report. Councilor Di Natale.
Thank you, Mr. President. Finance met this evening at 6 p.m. and took up the following: 212-15, in order that there be appropriated $600,000 to be credited to wastewater treatment capital expenses and charged against wastewater available funds. That was adopted unanimously 3-0. 213-15, in order the mayor's fourth fiscal year 2016 supplemental budget appropriating $12,000 to IT personal services for a part-time IT technician. It was voted to amend the $20,000 to $12,000 to account for the amount of time this position would be online for the rest of the fiscal year, and the amendment passed 2-1. 214-15, petition Council President Stephen Hay to change the procedure for the City Council signatures on the weekly warrant to require only the signature of the Finance Committee Chair or City Council President in his or her absence. That was amended to be rewritten as such: to change the procedure for the City Council signatures on the weekly warrant to require only the signature of the Finance Committee Chair, period. In his or her absence, the President of the City Council shall have signing authority, and in his or her absence, a member of the Finance Committee shall have signing authority. And that was approved as amended 3-0.
Will the committee's report be accepted?
Second.
We have a motion and second that the Finance Committee report be accepted. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Petitions and Public Works Committee. Councilor Caddy. Oh, we did those. I'm sorry. Recessed hearing, 09415, Fitchburg City Council pursuant to the unanimous affirmative vote on April 22nd, 2015 on petition 3815 filed by Councilor Stephen Hay, does now propose that Chapter 181 zoning of the Code of City of Fitchburg be amended to create a solar farm component. I declare the hearing resumed.
I'll give him this one.
Still waiting.
Move that the hearing be closed and be postponed?
You moving that it be continued?
Continued until the
Second.
first meeting in December. Give them a little time.
Yep, we have to say the date. 1 second.
December 1st.
How about January 1st?
December 1st.
December 1st.
Do I have hear a second? Second. We have a motion and second to continue the hearing until December 1st, 2015. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Thank you. Councilors. 19415, Verizon New England and Unitil Fitchburg Gas and Electric to request permission to locate poles, wires, cables, and fixtures as outlined in the enclosed petition along and across the following public way or ways: Electric Ave on the southerly sideline, place new JO pole number 2, T21.5, E68, approximately 45 feet easterly from the center line of Eastern Ave. I declare the hearing resumed. Is there someone here to speak to the petition? Come forward, please, sir.
Good evening. My name is Bill Wallace. Before I speak in favor of the petition, I would like to apologize to the council for the misrepresentation on this petition. From what I understand, we've missed this meeting twice. I can only speak to one time. It was my poor scheduling. I thought it was scheduled for a different day. But again, I would like to apologize for any inconvenience that this may have caused the council. And now I'd like to speak in favor of
Certainly.
the petition.
And thank you.
The petition is to place a second pole right along the entrance of the Cobb Shell Park area, Eastern Ave, right next door to the Knights of Columbus Hall. This pole is necessary to better improve on the clearance going into the park area. The entrance right there, the cables are fairly low, and the only way to fix that is to place another pole and raise them up.
Questions or comments from the councilors? Council Boschman.
I went up there to check on Eastern Ave where that pole is. You're not taking the one out by the Knights of Columbus. You're going to add one more?
Right, if you were out there
The wires
recently.
are sagging?
Right, there's a stake in the ground, you can see where it's going, nothing's
Okay.
coming out, just another one's
And we're
added.
going to keep it back, right?
Right in line with the existing.
So it is in the back.
Yep.
Any other questions or comments from the councilors? Anyone here wish to speak in favor of the petition? Anyone here speak in opposition to the petition? All have been heard. Declare the hearing closed. The matter is before you.
Motion to approve 19415.
We have a motion and second to approve 19415. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Orders finance,
217-315 be under suspension of the rules.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second for suspension of the rules on 21715, order that the City of Fitchburg hereby approves the expenditure of funds from the Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety and Security for the fiscal year 16 State 911 Department Support and Initiative Grant in the approximate amount of $115,227 for the purpose of said grant. All those in favor of suspension?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Move the order
Is
be
before
adopted.
you. Motion and a second that 21715 be adopted. All those in favor? Speaking to the motion, Councilor Di Natale.
I requested suspension on this, and I will do so on the next one, only because there will be no meeting next Tuesday on finance, and I already talked to the chief and the auditor, and you have the letters in your packets that this is the standard E1911 grant that's already budgeted for in our budget. We get this grant every year for the dispatchers and the training. So I felt it necessary, since we're all here tonight, if you wish to discuss it tonight, and I'm glad we did. Thank you.
Motion that 21715 be adopted. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Is unanimous.
Motion for suspension on 218-15.
Motion for suspension on 2815, ordered that the City of Fitchburg hereby approves the expenditures of funds from the Massachusetts State 911 Department for the fiscal year 16 E911 training grant in the approximate amount of $36,719.84 for the purpose of said grant. All those in favor of suspension?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is before you.
218-15 be adopted.
Motion second that 218-15 be adopted. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Or-
Motion 219-15 be sent to its first reading.
Second.
Ordinance and second that 219-15, an ordinance at Chapter 169, Section 24 of the Code of City of Fitchburg entitled Parking Prohibited at All Times is most recently amended. Be further amended by inserting therein Eastland Way North from intersection with Lincoln Street to intersection of East Street. Be sent to its first reading. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. 220-15.
Motion 220-15 be sent to its first reading.
Second.
Motion second that 220-15, an ordinance amending Chapter 157, Section 46, 47, and 48 of the Code of City of Fitchburg by deleting said sections from their entirety and inserting in place thereof the following City of Fitchburg Department of Public Works trench restoration policy be sent to its first reading. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous.
Motion 221-15 and 222-15 be sent to their respective committees.
Second.
We have a motion second that petitions 221-15 and 222-15 be sent to their respective committees. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Councilors, before I accept a motion to adjourn, I would like to make a short comment. First, I would like to thank all of the candidates who put their names on the ballot last Tuesday and were willing to serve the residents of Fitchburg, those who were successful and those who weren't. And then beyond that, I would like to give my personal appreciation, and I assume all of the city councils, to the city clerk and her staff for once again doing a spectacular job with a very difficult task.
Very good, Anna.
Motion and second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those, Councilor Tran.
May I have two items I would like to discuss. One is the city clerk did a fabulous job, and she knows how valuable she is to the city. There were a few requests that was made to me, as well as they were made to the mayor-elect, Steve DiNatale, on election day, and that is if we can look into changing the voting time from 8 to 8 to 7 to 8, because there's a lot of people who commute to work, and the difference between getting on the highway at 7:30 is a big difference for them versus 8:30 getting on the highway. If the clerk can provide the city council like correspondence on what the process and procedures would be in order for us to change that time frame.
Okay.
Second is I'm not sure if we as a city council have planned any kind of meetings with the economic development director going forward. I would like to see us have a biannual meeting with the city, the economic developer coming in front of us, giving us a progress.
I would be glad to schedule that.
Excellent. It would be nice to have a June and December meeting with her. Thank you.
Councilor DiNatale.
Can I just add to that request that the mayor and the community development director be present at that hearing as well?
I will ask that.
Thank you.
Can we just add a redevelopment authority while we're at it? I think it would be important to have everybody there.
We have a motion second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you, councilors.
Thank you.
Councilors, I had sent out an email asking